Whispers in the Night, the tragic tale of John Millfield, a sleep paralysis inducing horror story. The night was a dark and eerie presence, as if it were alive and watching John's every move. The silence was oppressive, with not a single sound breaking it, except for the soft crunch of gravel under John's feet. The air was thick with a damp mist that seemed to cling to his skin, leaving a chill in its wake. The town of Millfield was deserted with no signs of life except for John. The old street lamp cast a dim, flickering light, casting shadows that seemed to dance and twist in the night. The shadows seemed to have a life of their own, as if they were trying to reach out and grab John. The light flickered steadily, making the shadows stretch and grow, giving the impression that something was lurking just beyond the edge of the light. The night was full of sense of foreboding, and John couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching him from the darkness, or something was following him. He walked faster, his heart pounding in his chest. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness and stood in his path. "Who is there?" John asked, his voice shaking. The figure that stepped forward was a tall, tiny man with an eerie aura about him. He had skin that was a sickly pale white, giving him a ghostly appearance. His eyes were a deep, intense red that glowed in the dim light of the street lamp, giving him a demonic look. His bones seemed to protrude from his skin, giving him emaciated appearance. His fingers were long and bony, with sharp nails that looked like claws. When he reached out and touched John's face, John felt a chill run down his spine, as if he was being touched by death itself. The man's gaze was cold, and the piercing, making it impossible for John to look away. He seemed to exude an aura of pure evil, leaving no doubt in John's mind that he was in grave danger. "I've been waiting for you," the man said in a sinister voice. "You have something I need." John stumbled back, his leg unsteady. The man approached him, his eyes never leaving John's. "Please leave me alone," John cried out. The man just laughed, a cold, hollow sound that echoed through the desert street. John turned to run, but the man was too quick. He grabbed John's arm, his grip like iron. "You can't escape me," he said. "You belong to me now." John screamed, but no one came to his rescue. The man dragged him into the darkness, and John felt himself losing conscience when he was trapped in the room for what felt like eternity, never able to escape the man's grasp. But now, as he lay in the bed, he realized that he had a chance to break free. He would not let the man control him forever. John closed his eyes, determined to find a way out of the nightmare that had taken hold of him. And as he drifted off to sleep, he could already feel the strings of a plan forming in his mind. John spent the next few days devising a plan to escape from the man he clutches. He learned that the man was notorious serial killer who had been terrorizing the town for years, and no one had ever been able to escape from his grasp. But John was determined not to become another victim. He bided his time, waiting for the right moment to make his move. One night, as the man was distracted, John managed to break free from the room where he was being held captive. He ran through the dark, twisting halls of the old mansion, his heart pounding in his chest. Finally, he stumbled upon a door that led outside, and he burst through it into the night air. He was free. He started to run, not knowing where he was going, but just eager to put as much distance as possible between himself and the man. But the man was quick, and he was determined not to let John escape. He chased after him, his cold leather running in the air. John ran faster, his breath coming in short gasps, but he could feel the man getting closer and closer. Just when John thought he had made it to safety, he stumbled and fell. The man was up on him in an instant, his eyes glowing with triumph. "You can run, but you can never escape me," he said, a circle smile spreading across his face. And with that, he took out a knife and plugged it into the John's chest, ending his life in a horrific, gruesome manner. The man disappeared into the night, leaving John's lifeless body behind. For days, the town of Millfield was gripped with fear as the authorities searched for the killer who had claimed another life. But the man was never caught, and to this day, no one knows what happened to him or where he went. And every night, when the sky is dark and the only light comes from the flickering street lamp, people still whispering about the tragedy